During this short video we will describe the ad blocker remote key usage. As you can see, there is an enlarged remote on this video. I will use a laser pointer to highlight the key I am going to describe. I will now work through all the keys or group of keys and inform you of their possible uses. I will start with the red button at the top left of the remote, and I am highlighting it now. This button will re-enable the backlight of the ad blocker device without changing any setup of the system. The display will also light when any other key is pressed, but this may have an undesirable side effect on the system. So, if you only want to turn the light back on, use the red button. The mute button is on the top right of the remote. This button will allow you, the user, to override the ad blocker device and control whether the system is muted or not. If you can take control of the mute facility, you must give back control to ad blocker at some point by pressing mute again. The device gives the user request a higher priority than its own requests. The mute feature is useful, say, if the phone rings, or perhaps you want to actually listen to a particular part of an advert. Next, I will look at the keys 0 through 9. These keys have a couple of functions associated with them. The first use is as standard on all TV remotes, and that is to select the channel you want to watch, etc. The second use is when editing text during setup of the network name, also known as the SSID, or the passphrase associated with WPA or WPA2 network security. When using the keys for the editing purposes, they will cause the character being edited to cycle around the characters indicated below that key. So, in the case of key 1, it will cycle around 0 through 9, then back to 0 again, etc. In the case of keys 2 through 9, the letters associated with the key will cycle through the uppercase letters first, then through the lowercase letters, eventually returning back again to the uppercase ones. In the case of the 0 key, it will cycle around the odd characters that are available. This will begin with space, then exclamation mark, open speech marks, hash, etc., etc., eventually wrapping back around to the space character. Please note that there are rather a lot of odd characters, so this will take a few tens of pushes. There is a simpler method of scrolling around the odds, as you cannot buck up if you accidentally go past the character you need. This will be described later in this video. Next we will discuss the sync key. The sync key has two uses. It is used to force synchronization between the ad blocker device and your TV receiver system. When editing, it is used to remove excess characters from the end of the input data. You can learn more about this sync feature by viewing the configuration videos. Next we will discuss the mode key. This key is used to change the mode of operation during the reception of adverts. It will cycle the mode between watch, muted, alternate channel, surf up and surf down. Next we will discuss the menu key. When pressed, it will take you to the main menu selection screen on the ad blocker device. During Wi-Fi configuration and booting sequences, this is not possible. Exit is the next key up for discussion. The exit key has two uses. If you are in the main menu option, it will return the ad blocker device to the in-use state. If you are in a sub-menu and you press exit, it will abort any update you have made and return you to the main menu. The block key has a single use. It changes the state of whether the ad blocker device acts on the information received from the TV ad blocker server or not. If the top middle of the display says on, it will honour the server requests. However, if it says off, no action will be taken by the device. We are getting towards the end now, and we will discuss the OK key. The OK key has a few uses. The first use is to confirm selection of a menu item when in the main menu. The second use is to save the changes made in a sub-menu. If you want to abort the change, remember to use the exit key from the sub-menu. The third use of the OK key is to set the alternate channel to view when adverts are on. To set the channel number to view, press OK, use the digit buttons to set the channel to view when adverts are on, then press OK again. The alternate channel must be a valid channel, otherwise it will remain on the current alternate channel. We now move on to the previous or channel plus and next or channel minus keys. These keys have three uses. The first use is when in normal operation. When pushed, they will cause the ad blocker device to serve up or down one channel. During editing, these keys will change the current character by 1. This is useful if you are setting the odd characters on the 0 key and you accidentally go too far. You can then back up the characters instead of having to scroll around them all again. The keys are also used to scroll through main menu items, they are used to scroll through menu items in the main menu and option lists in the submenu. We are now moving on to the last set of keys, these being left or volume minus and right or volume plus. These keys have two uses. Use 1 is to control the volume on your TV system. The second use is to control the position of the edit character when editing configuration data. The right key moves the character right 1 and the left key moves the character left 1. This ends the video on the ad blocker remote control key usage. Thank you for taking the time to view this video. We sincerely hope it's been helpful to yourself.